No, it's the most important day actually for the voice. Petra, it's the big day, Petra. I hope it was fine. You'll stay in the hotel.
Yes.
The view nice.
Very good.
Okay, good. So we are starting. We are heading down to the site of Petra. We'll pass by the town of Wadi Musa. Wadi again, Valley, Musa, Moses. The Valley of Moses. So just a little tips about our visit. We'll just now in a few minutes we'll arrive at the visitor center, the parking, we'll get off the bus and little walk 5 minutes towards the entrance, the visitor center. I'll get the tickets and after that we will hit the road walking. It would be a bit of walk today. It would be, as to start with, it would be easy. We are going down. There will be included in the ticket, actually, a horse ride for about 700 meters from the visitor center towards the entrance of the city. Okay, you can take a horse the way down or the way up when you finish, but preferably the way up. You'll be a bit, let's say tired, as after walk it would be nice if you want to have the horse ride. But make sure that you have some little change. Okay, the guys, it is included in the ticket, but the guys, they will ask for a little tip. Make sure that you have change. If you give 10, that's it. If you give 20, we'll go. So it's about $3 average. Okay. We'll go inside. We'll make the tour to start with as one group. So we'll try to be all together. I'll be with you, of course, making the explanations. We will walk till we reach the city center, the Petra city center. And there will be some restaurants. On the way, of course, there is toilets, there is cafes inside the site. We'll have some stops for the toilet. And whenever is needed, it's okay. And we will walk towards the city center, where there is 2 restaurants. Actually, you will have the choice if you want to have lunch or something. And after that, it would be free time, so you'll have the choice. There are some possibilities you can do separately on your own. There is 2 places to climb, and there is the monastery. It's a nice place to walk to. It's about 800 steps, but not that hard. And the view is very nice from up the mountains towards Wadi Araba or Araba Valley. Something else I would like to say about the people in Petra inside the site. As we are not encouraging children to stay working in the site, we don't like to encourage them by buying little things from them, because it is the whole family working in the site, so children should be at school. There is somebody from the family working there, so the family is supported. Okay, and there is a percentage of the ticket that goes to the local community. So in a way or another, so supported. So help us, help the children to be at school by not buying. There will be camels and donkeys in the side. You can hire, or you can, instead of walking, you can take a camel or a donkey. The range is 7 to 10 dinars. You need to debate, to argue, to discuss the price and negotiate. Yes. If somebody wants to sell you something, if you don't want to buy, you just say, no, thank you. La, shukran. If you want to buy, you will buy directly. Don't say later, don't say I will see, because on the way back, they will grab you, they will find you, they will say I was waiting for you. They are there already, but they will say like this, it is the way of interest. So just to avoid any argument or any harassment, it is just no thank you from the beginning. the map of the site. This is Petra, the city. Inside we are here now at the visitor center. We'll start going down. It is an open trail for about 800 meters. From here till the Bab al-Sik. Al-Sik is the little canyon, is the entrance. This is the entrance actually towards the city, towards Petra. Till we reach here, the treasury. It's canyon. The first 800 meters, 800 meters, and then 1.2 kilometers till we reach, till we enter the city. So we'll just have a smooth walk of 2 kilometers. Don't think about the 2 kilometers, it is the smooth walk. Okay?
Oh yeah.
So going down easy, and it will be interesting, I'm sure. So here it is the start where we take normally the horses, either from here going down to the entrance of the Al-Sik, the canyon.
How far
or
that is, the horses?
the horses, they are just here down.
No, I mean how far, like in a house?
They reach here, the Bab al-Sik. It's
That's
about
it.
800 meters. So you can, maybe if you are interested, you can take it in the way back from by finishing the Sik, the canyon, and going up to the visitor center.
That is better.
Okay. So we'll go down. It is interesting to have the explanations till we reach the main monument. Actually, for us, as everybody knows, Al Khazne, the treasury, the ones we see on TV or photos, we'll reach it, and we'll take it down slowly, slowly till we reach the city center. We will pass by the monuments. It will be interesting. No worries. Of course, anytime there is horses and donkeys available, donkeys and camels inside, but walk. It's nice. Exodus, remember the walking. Jesus roaming around. So
Jesus walk.
have the force, exercise. Here at the visitor center, at the city center, it is the main monuments where is the great temple of Petra and the Cardo, the Roman Cardo, because for some time Petra was taken by Romans. 106. We'll explain all this history inside. And here it will be, I think we will be there around lunchtime, between 11 to 12. You can have a pause, rest. And here there is some restaurants, 2 restaurants. You have the choice. It is you to choose what if you have lunch or something. And from there, we'll be up till here, down till here as one group. After that, it is your free time. There is 2 choices, actually main 2 choices. Actually, I will add one. We go down into the same route, going down from the city center or the basin, we call it. You can go to Al-Dair, which is the monastery. It is a temple with a very nice view towards the west, the Araba Valley, the mountains, and the mountains and the valley. Very nice monument, and it is a little challenge for you to have a bit of walk. As you are in Petra, you can take it easy and you can do it. I'm confirming you can do it.
Highly recommended.
800 steps. 800
Highly
steps.
recommended.
Normally, how long would
It will take, I would say, some 40, nice, slowly, 40 minutes, 45 minutes to 1 hour something. It's not that big, but as it is just going up. But it is not slippery, it's just steep, it is smooth. Okay. There is some part of it, I'm saying, but it is, overall, it is fine. It is affordable. So there is this place, or on the way back, there is this place, high place of sacrifice.
Not side.
Yeah,
It's around
yes.
here.
Jabal Harun or
Oh, it's right here.
yes, this one.
Where is it?
Here it is. Here it is. Sorry,
Yeah, that's the one.
that's the one. That's a trail. Another trail. Actually, there's a theater. Just maybe you'll reach here, the city center. You'll take the same trail back, and there's a theater. I will show you exactly where it is on reality inside the side, and you go up to a nice view of Petra. Nice view of Petra if you go up there. But here it is nice view of the area. But me, normally, I would not take from after the theater. I will make a little change. This is my route, actually. I will go off the road. It's a bit a hill. I'm saying it is easy. Just to have an overview of the city without climbing very high.
Yeah.
Just changing the route a little bit, not the ordinary route that people take, because normally the people take this route, but from here we can see the route and the main monuments. And in any way, you are coming back from this route, so no need to do it twice.
Okay.
So you get me, so I'm coming, so I will change it. And from here it is, if you want to go up. And you will go down, take the same route back to the visitor center, and we'll meet on the seats here. Whoever leaves the site and waiting will be, this is our spot. We'll set the time by the time we arrive the center. We'll decide, we'll see what time it is, and we'll see how much time we need, and we'll meet by the end of the day here, the seats here.
So you're saying the group that last week you showed, we should go going up or on the way back?
Which one?
The one you just showed, the other route.
The route, no, whilst we are going down, we'll go from here.
So that's on the way down.
Maps, more maps.
Father Martin, please, there.
Come on, enjoy horse ride.
Father Martin, there.
So when you hear my group, so that would be me, Connie. Okay, that's the code for today. My group. So we are stopping here just to a little bit about, before getting in, about the history of Petra and Nabateans. But first of all, the change, you will notice, we are starting to notice, you see that side and this side down, how the rocks start, the type of rocks start to change. Exactly this point here, starting to be sandstone. We were talking yesterday, you remember the view from up, why they chose this place, this area to build that city. It was because of the type of the rocks, it is easy, not easier, easier than other rocks to slab, or security, as it is surrounded naturally by the mountains. And there is only one entrance which we are heading to now, for the sea, or the canyon, the little canyon, which naturally existed, but they enlarged it, or according to their need. So they enlarged it in some places. And the third reason is the water. Water, as it is surrounded by the mountains, and going down it is like a big basin. Okay, we said Wadi Musa, the valley of Moses, because of the water spring. So water used also, in addition to the rainwater, was the spring, the water from the spring which goes naturally down. And they made use of it, I will show you how. Down. So now, we said, start to change the nature of the rocks, the sandstone here. Nabateans, we said, they started to settle down in the area, starting late 6th century, late 6th, early 5th century. They started to settle down in the area because they realized the importance of the area on the route of caravans. If you continue to the south, the Gulf of Aqaba, from Aqaba to Egypt or to Arabia, Yemen down, it is incenses and spices, which connects to the route from India and the Arabian Gulf. It is rich. That the gold of that time, or the main product, or the most luxurious products those days, I'm talking 500 BC. Now, it was the incenses and spices which were used very much in the rituals, religious rituals, all around the world. So it was very cleansing, and it was a good thing. And they started to settle down, and they started to impose taxes or rights of passage for the caravans which passed. They threatened from this side and they asked for it from the other side. So with time they became rich and they had their own caravan. Then how they occupied it, as it is fortified, how it is only one entrance, cutting off the water. They knew about the spring, the water, and they cut it off. So a few months they had to, when the reserve of water finished, they had to do it. But the Romans didn't change that much, and it was not totally, but it was just Provincia Arabia, the Arabian province of Rome, of the Roman Empire. So they kept it, and they practiced their whatever they used to do, but under the Roman control. With time, starting 3rd century AD, now 13th AD, routes of trade changed more to the east. We said there's a strategic point where the city, the place, the region. So when routes started to change, it started to lose from its importance. It was made here because of the trade. So changing the routes affected too much the city. 4th century, 5th century, and the biggest one, earthquakes, happened 749. In addition to losing the importance of changing of routes, a huge earthquake happened 749 AD, destroyed most of it. So that's how people started to live. We don't have any clue, actually, unfortunately for now, no written history about Petra, apart from what is mentioned from the Greeks, Hellenistic, 4th century BC, that they encountered an army, South Arabian army, south of Jordan, and they just, the Nabateans, or those Arabs, they killed everybody apart from one soldier to go back to tell the story to the ones who sent them. That we are living in peace, we are asking peace, but don't approach us. So that's how it was like they made the balance. But Romans, they could take over. So from 749 till 1812, it was totally forgotten. Nobody mentioned Petra, nobody knew about Petra. Maybe some locals, as was found, there were some locals who lived inside the site in 1984. We'll see the village where they lived from down. Brand new people towards the view. Brand new people towards this. Okay? Most of what we will see, the city is divided into two parts. The upper part are divided and the lower part. The upper part is the tombs, necropolis. They respected their ancestors and they lived life after them. And the lower part where people lived. People didn't live in the cave. It was burial place. Okay? Any question? So, blocks of gin. It is a recent name, and you see some detail. You see like the angles of it involved.
Oh yeah.
Some theory says that as most of the monuments in the city are tombs, they say that they used to leave the bodies over for the birds to take it after death, but it is not true because this ritual doesn't exist in the area. I would say it is just like, you know, the pillars in the front of any ancient city. Any ancient city in the past, they used to make some monuments to announce that we are heading towards the entrance. So simply, it could be like this, because the Arabs didn't have that ritual. Okay, so we are now approaching the they will reduce the weight a little bit from up, then go inside. Guarantee that it will last. So in a way they had mind. You see in the front up there, you see just in the front there's some letters there, inscriptions. It is mixed actually Aramaic with some Greek letters. It is the names of 5 people, same family, the father and children, and sons buried in that place. Buried in that place. His name is Abdu Mango. Abdu Abdullah. Abdu Mango.
That's your grandpa.
So we know that that's how we know they were very precise. Go back to them by somebody told the girl,
What you see here is a mixture of different styles. Up, the upper side, the obelisk, and in the middle you can see the niche or the window with the statue of Isis, Egyptian. So up it is Egyptian style. Down it is clear that it is Greek. So up Egyptian, down is Greek style. It is mixture between two styles. Actually, the Nabatean style, it was based on mixing different styles with harmony, of course. Mixing in harmony different styles to produce their own style. It is the mixing. And that indicates their knowledge, actually. It is not just imitation. They know what it represents. Okay? We'll approach a little bit here for photo and information. Imagine that tunnel doesn't exist. We are in front of a tunnel. Imagine it doesn't exist. Normally, the water should go down, take you to the entrance, the sea. It is the only entrance towards the city. But to protect the entrance, they dig. This tunnel is not recent, it is ancient. 2,400 years from now. They chiseled it by hand. 86 meters long, 12 meters high. Just to divert the water not to go inside the canyon, the little canyon. And they built that little canyon but it is from floor. So to divert and a little bridge here. So it will enter the city from the other side. As you see, it's like they diverted. This is then they like this. Carrying it within the inside. It will be running inside. Something. A gate, maybe. So when gate or this entrance is blocked, is closed, no other way to get inside the city. We'll avoid 400 years inside. That reduces the water which goes down surfing that produces some pressure, natural pressure, making use of gravity and the nature, the topography of the place. So I say, me personally, to talk about Nabateans, because I'm saying this to save you all my talking inside, so you understand really what you are seeing. It is not only the people in the place, but the minds of the people who created all this. Because to live in the atmosphere, actually, you saw the way it does. Water, that if you don't make use of it, you never have water, just to drain and to finish. But they thought about it, they planned the city before starting. I'm talking about pyramids. We salute them and on their history. The color we see, multicolors, as it is sandstone, contain also metals. Iron, copper, metals not to be exploited. This is not talking about the color. With time, oxidation, that produces the mix, the color. So it's multicolored city. We call it the red rose city, but you will see that it is multicolored city.
So the central sway was natural.
It is natural, but you see some places of the chasm, the way down, because it was some place it was narrow, so they needed to enlarge. And by the way, this was not the place where caravans entered. This is Petra, the residential city. As I said, the upper part and lower part, the burial place and where people live, residential place. And there is a place 15 meters north of here, it's called Little Petra. Just for the commercial exchange. Caravans, because you see, you cannot imagine candles and you see the having. It was for people and not only ordinary people, the invited. The public and the commercial exchanges happen 15 kilometers north of here. Right or left, directly. reflects the religious aspect. We think that they were religious and they had their rituals. Why? Because they were traders, they used to travel. They keep connected, they need some superior protection. So they used to, they had their rituals, prayers, for caravans, living and coming back thanking for their prophets and coming back. Remember, Dhul Shara is the main, if I would say it, or compared with other civilizations like Turks or Jupiter, the main one, and we have for them Allat and Al-Uzza, feminine. Representation of the big one is Dhul Shara, and the other two small feminine Allat or Al-Uzza. This is from Arab before Jesus Christ.
See the stripes?
Yeah. Actually, I was about it. I'm working a little bit because I'm translating my colleague to see the steps. Water, we can imagine that's for water, purification. Because water in all civilizations were affected by water. This monument, this little monument, with the representation of Dua and the ritual that the Arabs they used to, we talk about pilgrimage, turning around in Mecca. That existed before Islam. This is before Islam. That ritual existed before Islam. Some people, this is like a theory that the Rabbis they made a small copy about that place, as it is going out from here, coming in from here, they use for asking the blessing and thanking, they turn around a little bit. But I would say it was some place like for the nations, as there's a priest there, ask the blessing of the priest, leaving or coming in, and give some donation, as simple as that. So there is no place to turn around, doesn't make sense. But I'm just saying there are different theories. So it has the religious aspect more interesting. We'll see everywhere. Hiya.
Yalla, yalla. Where is Yalla? Let's go.
La Tour.
I said it is geometric, always representation of their god or their goddess. But there is one, it's not geometric. You know geometric shape? There is one not geometric. Can you guess which one? Also geometric.
That one.
The second one. 1, 2. It is, let's say, there is a woman with two animals.
Okay.
Inside, you can see it.
Yes,
Supposedly we think, can you approach a little bit just please? A woman with two lions. Actually this is not just a woman, it is a representation of a goddess called Qatar Atis. You remember when I was explaining about the Badians that they had the relation, the commercial, their influence and how they used to buy peace. I say they used to buy peace. They had good commercial relations with people people around. This is a representation of a goddess that is called Qatar Atis, and a foreign goddess from the Nabatea is in Dar'a. Dar'a is Syria nowadays, which is about 600 degrees. So imagine when you a representation of the goddess of those people there is here. That indicates the good guys also. And it is legendary the visit of the priest of Dar'a. So the good relation, the good commercial relation between the Nabateans and the people there. And actually in the Kingsway, we see some scattered villages, the Nabatean style. Not flat in the rock, but the style of buildings is Nabatean and with some little light. So again I'm saying it was not only Petra. Petra was the capital and the empire, I would say, or the kingdom was scattered in the north of Jordan. About average 400 to 600 kilometers from here. Okay? Diana Jones.
لو بتحبني ما تغيبش تاني البعد مش
One sense, and it is the knowledge of mythology of people. That we see, it is clear the Roman style, Nabatean pillars. The barrier place is, you see in the middle the gate, the entrance. When you approach there, you see the barrier place in the wall. The two sides, there is two rooms, ceremonial. And we see the two horsemen. It is not actually horsemen, it is Castor and Pollux. Back in the Greek mythology, the sons of Zeus who take fell of paradise. So it is not only the style, it is also the knowledge. How they knew about it. It takes 39 meters high, 28 wide, protected by a system of canals behind it. Water will never leave the passage. Even if it's raining, water will never touch.
One more. Hey. $1.
aquí, por favor. Paramos aquí en esta.
Acá, aquí.
Acá. Señores. So the facade now, to make a date when it was built, or when it was made, these monuments, that depends on the influence, as we don't have written reference to say which date or which year it was made. So we depend on the influence which style it was made. So this was Ashuri style, Ashuri. So we estimate was 4th century BC. The treasury, we saw Roman. Roman is recent, more recent. So we dated 1st BC, 1st AD. So this is the way how we date, because it depends on which style, which influence they made the monument or the facade. So here we call it the facade street, because it will be facades. The more we will go in about 100 meters, we start from here. The facade, that one is the facade, it is not natural. That one is the facade also, it is all Tunis so far. And going down a little bit will be to the right also, top of facades, because few meters still underground. Okay, going down we see there, you see some steps, just the direct. You see the mountain down a little bit, steps, it's not clear. Okay, we'll see it when we go down. Yeah.
Kaganda na ako dun mamaya. Surat mo ako. Oh.
So smaller, but it costs also to build these tombs or these monuments. We say there was no poverty in Petra, there was just only the rich and the more rich. Soon by the theater, there you see a theater, you see it?
Yeah.
After that, it will be the residential area actually. So we are still here, upper part.
The pasado.
Here behind you, you see the stairs that goes up. You see those. That goes up 900 steps to go around the mountain to reach that corner there. There's a place called the high place of sacrifice that you people used to climb. I'm talking about Nabateans. Sacrifice, now this is the second time I say sacrifice. In the recent times, people were climbing to Aaron's tomb. Well, I showed it to you yesterday, you remember the building? But this is for the Nabatean, it was part of their rituals to go up the mountain to make sacrifice. This place, it goes up from here, 900 steps, reaching up the mountain. Back from the same way for you or the way behind. But okay, as we said, it is most preferably to climb the monastery, towards the monastery, which is more down. So we'll continue ahead, we'll stop by the theater, which was, we think that it was used for ceremonies and rituals more than it was used for entertainment, sorry. As it is amongst the up is the high place of sacrifice, necropole, graves, tombs, so it makes sense that the use of it was for ceremonies. Opposite we will see a complex of chambers, rooms, one attached to the other, which we think it was the royal palace where the king lived. Yeah. Because it is not independent like the Roman, it was separate. It was built, like the ones in Rome. Right. Here it is in the mountain or beside the mountain, but the same concept, sitting around with a wall, imagine a wall, that is for the use of the echo, acoustic, because those theaters were designed when there is a point down inside where somebody can talk and everybody can hear. He doesn't have to shout, he doesn't have to raise his voice, he doesn't have to use microphones if they existed. Right? So it could take up to 3,000 people, this theater. It's small, but up to 3,000 people. And we estimate that in Petra, 20 to 25,000 people live. So as a city, talking about 2,400 years from now, as a city, it was huge. So we started with the upper part again, and now starting we see the stones. You see the stones there. Actually, it is not just the stones, it's ruins. Ruins of houses. When we approach, you'll see what is left from the foundations. But because people abandoned the place because of an earthquake, the earthquake didn't affect that much what is in the rocks, what is chiseled, but the houses they were and what was built was destroyed. So people didn't live in the caves or in those vessels, they lived in built houses. But when Petra was found, the locals, well, the guys we see with donkeys and horses, they lived in the...
Oh, the little things.
But not the original people. So that means they came from outside, settled in the city and used the tombs as their houses, or where they lived. Behind is we see these are not tombs, but it is originally you see rooms attached to others. Of course, we see the influence of how it is affected by the erosion, wind, rain, water. But it is rooms, many rooms connected to each other. So that's why we think actually it was the royal palace where the king lived. Okay, ancestors, main activities, ceremonial. Makes sense, the royal palace.
Yes. Center.
The center. Fixed like it is. They used to take the stones from when they chiseled, they put to make houses. So recycling. Here we are in front. Actually, here you see the hut. 4 monuments, 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, that's what we call it, the royal tombs. We said about the most beloved king at the front, at the beginning, but there were other kings. So this was the area chosen as dominating also the view towards the city. Okay, the first one, which we call the urn or the jar, you see the jar up, the stand. The third one, it looks like in a way like the treasury, but primitive copy. It was made before. So the first one, anyway, the first one with the arches, late 5th century, it was transformed into a church. We said they were pagans, but during the Byzantine time, they converted into Christianity. The people who lived there. So the first tomb, the first facet tomb, I would say, it was transformed into a church. It was the first church of Petra. And the arches, that part, the best part, was added later as residential for the priests. Late 5th century, early 6th century, and it dominates the city. So when singing the echo, everybody will hear. So it was not randomly chosen that place. Later on, early 7th century, you see the white roof there.
Yeah.
It protects the remains of a Byzantine church with very nice mosaics. It was unfortunately because of the earthquake and it was death and fire that destroyed the church, but still the ground and the foundation are there. The first built church in Petra. In addition, you see the pillars. It is actually it's a complex of 4 pillars, but the one with nice mosaic is the first one, protected with the roof. It's carved in 4 and 3 buildings, houses. You see behind there is part of a wall. Can you see it? Up the hill down. The village of a wall. And the river was diverted behind the So imagine we are in the middle of the desert and water is there, water is running. Royal tombs, also you will find that there are passages all around. So actually the concept started with the ancestors, the most beloved, most important ancestors, royal tombs. The city was surrounded by the ancestors. So people again didn't live in. They had built houses. That part, you see the donkeys and the guys down there, which we call it the cargo, it was the main street of Petra. It was repaved by the Romans. They used limestone, and pillars both sides. You see the great temple of Petra, that is the temple dedicated to Dusha. So before it, we'll pass behind it. Actually, we will see some holes. It was basins for water, purification, and also like a garden. So again, imagine middle of desert, middle of this place, water is running, a garden with water. And that's the place that many excavations do. It was the market, the local market of the city. That part, the building, which we call it Castle Bennett, the Palace of the Girl, it is a recent name actually, Palace of the Girl, in reference to a Nabatean who was married to an Egyptian girl, pharaoh. But when Nabateans were there, the pharaohs were already finished. So it is just myth or something like that, just local story. But it was a temple dedicated, we said Dushara, the main god, and there was 2 feminine, Lat or Al-Uzza. And it is the only building which is still standing till nowadays because they used woods amongst the stones, the bricks. So wood, when during earthquakes or vibration, will absorb the shock and vibrations. So they were too much advanced before the Japanese. Talking 2,000, more than 2,000 years ago. So it was advanced, rich, self-sufficient community in the middle of this. This is when we talk about Nabatean, because this is the human before the stone. For the style, they can copy and paste. But when we see the city as a whole, as a full concept, we understand it was not just copy paste. It was the people, they had minds. They used to think. They profound, deep knowledge of what was around. So we'll continue. We'll take the trail. We'll go behind the Great Temple, and there's a route which is not clear from it. We can see down near the other temple there, Qasr al-Banat, down near the trees. Near the trees there is two restaurants, one to the left, one to the right. You have the choice if you would like to have something or have a pose or something. Later on, for the ones who want to climb, I will show you the trail towards the monastery. We'll have to go up. On the way back, or if you don't want to go up to the monastery, I suggest to take that trail. You see that those ruins, those excavations that are walking. It's a third temple that was recently excavated, which is called Winged Lion's Temple. Still, studies are, we don't know exactly, but as Great Temple, the main one, Allat or Al-Uzza, this is the other goddess. The two goddesses with the great one, the main one. You can take the train, there's a train there, you will pass by the Byzantine church, the nice mosaics, cross that little bridge there, follow the trail, it is clear the trail, follow the trail, pass by the royal tombs, you may go up, there are some steps that go to that church. It is not that hard, you can easily do it. And go down, then up to the same trail we made towards the exit. Okay, so we'll continue down now towards the trees.